In case you're joining us, welcome to another edition of the AFCON highlights. And right now we are going to be talking about the head-to-head of the game that is going to be played this weekend. That is Senegal versus Egypt. Just before we get into the topic of conversation, I felt it important to give you some of the statistics that you need to understand about these two teams. They've met each other before. I beg your pardon, sorry for that. They met each other before, and the following are just some of the interesting facts that you need to understand about those two teams. Now, in their previous encounters, Egypt has won 6 matches of their previous encounters. Senegal has won 4 matches of their previous encounters. They've drawn 2 times in previous encounters, and Egypt has won 1 match in their last 4 encounters with Senegal in AFCON. These two teams, that is Egypt versus Senegal, the teams met in 2002, 2006, and in 2014 in the AFCON tournament. Important to mention that the times that they've met is during the qualification rounds of the AFCON tournament, and also not mentioning the World Cup qualifiers. Shilenje, time to chill with the big boys, that is Egypt versus Senegal. A very big game that not many people had anticipated. Somebody like myself, I had pictured a Senegal versus Cameroon final. But football is football. What is there to lose and what is there to gain in this weekend's final?
I think, first of all, Senegal must be very happy because their prayer during yesterday's semi-finals that Egypt goes through. They didn't want to face Cameroon. They really avoided Cameroon. And yes, God granted them their wish, but now they have to show now on the field what can they do with what God has given them, because they really wanted to play Egypt. And this is a big battle between Salah and Mane, that is between Klopp and Klopp.
Yeah.
Very interesting. When they go back to Liverpool, they'll go with who is who now, because they've really had a battle, I can say internal battle within Liverpool, like who is the king of Africa. And I think this is the right time for them to prove who is who. Salah has been claiming that he needs to win the Ballon d'Or in previous editions. Can he really show? Can he win trophies the same way Messi wins trophies? Can he win trophies like Ronaldo, like Lewandowski, like Müller of Germany? Can he win those continental trophies for his country? Can he do that? Can he prove? This is now the right time for them to prove that. But going by the stats, the historical stats head to head, you can feel that Egypt are clear favorites because in the last 12 meetings they've won 6, they've lost only 4 and drawn 2. So they come in as clear favorites. They are the big boys in Africa, no doubt, because they've won the trophy 7 times, more than any other team. So when they face a Senegal side who have never won an AFCON trophy, who have only played 2 finals and lost both of them, they come in with their heads so high, knowing that in terms of experience, in terms of winning the trophy, being on the podium, greeting the guests on the big day, they are a step ahead of Senegal. But now the same stats really suggest that Senegal have been dominant in their last 5 meetings. That the last 5 meetings, Egypt have only won 2 and have lost 3 to Senegal. So when you combine these stats, and now this is a final, who is going to emerge victorious? This is a big question that lies on the heads of Salah, as well as Mane, as well as Aliou Cisse and Carlos Queiroz on Sunday. It's a very big question for them.
Okay. Shilenje, there's a point we spoke about yesterday, and this was in relation to the Egyptian squad. I beg your pardon. This is in relation to the Egyptian squad. Their defense, they do have a really solid defense, and we saw that in their game against Cameroon yesterday. And the Senegalese team, now this is another team coming. So do you think the Senegal team have the right men to go past the Egyptian squad?
In terms of the defense, I think both of the teams are very solid, very compact, because they've only conceded twice, Egypt twice, also Senegal twice. But in terms of attack, Senegal look an edge over Egypt. Before the group stages, they had only, before the knockout phase, they had only scored 1 goal. But in the knockout phase, they've run riot. 8 goals in 3 games. Yeah. And those are against Burkina Faso, one of the best teams.
And Guinea.
Guinea, Equatorial, was it Equatorial Guinea? Yeah, Equatorial Guinea, as well as against the Blue Sharks of Cape Verde. So they've really shown the intent that they have quality players up front. In Mane, when they have the likes of Ismail Sarr, when they have the likes of Idrissa Gana Gueye, and the likes of Bamba Dieng, they have quality players. In terms of quality, player per player, I think Senegal is way above Egypt, because all those players in Senegal squad, none of them plays in a lesser league. There's only one player that plays for League 2 team in France. But all the rest of the squad playing for high-profile teams littered across Europe, and they bring in very, very strong quality. They're strong physically, strong tactically. So Egypt, I think, have a lot to do in order to contain Senegal. They have a lot to do, despite them having Mohamed Salah and also being warriors of fighting through tough conditions. They really need have a lot of work to do to contain Senegal.
Okay. Looking at the way these teams have played before in the tournament, when you're looking at Senegal versus Burkina Faso, that was a very physical game. And the Egyptian squad has not been known to be a bit physical. They are usually more tactical in terms of how they play. So as an analyst, where do you think this game is going to be won?
This has to do...
Are you seeing penalties here again?
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible, because it's a tightly contested games, but it has to be won mentally first. The team that comes strong mentally is the one that has the edge. And I feel in terms of mental strength, Egypt are really strong mentally as over to Senegal, because they've not been playing good. You need to agree with me that Egypt have been scrapping off results. Yeah. In the
they're one of the teams that we were talking about that always have a way of finding a way.
Yeah, they just have a way that even when they are not playing good, they've also been lucky to win penalties twice. It's not a joke, because when the game goes into penalties, that is a lottery. It's a game of luck. Anybody can win. So yes, you win in penalties, but it doesn't really bring out the best in you. That is a win by luck. And what may work against them is that in both of their knockout games, they played 120 minutes, as opposed to Senegal, who've been finishing the job earlier. So Senegal have rested more than Egypt. Physically, they look stronger than Egypt. And if they have to use the same tactics of delaying the game and going to extra time, I think this time round it shall work against them, because they shall meet very energetic and strong Senegal side with some players who are still fresh, the likes of Ismail Sarr, he just came in. Abdou Diallo, the likes of Cheikh Kouyaté, very strong, very fresh. Even Ben Mendy, Edouard Mendy, he didn't begin the tournament. He came in halfway. It means he still
has played a good game. If you're looking at his performance in the last game, he did a good job.
Yeah, he made some nice saves. So in terms of physical strength, if Egypt are not well matched, which I know they're not good physically, if Senegal can exploit the physicality of the game, they're likely to overexploit Egypt, to beat them in terms of physical. But in terms of the mental strength, I told Egypt are well good. They know how to manage a game, even when they are not playing good. You could see that against Cameroon. Once they realize that Cameroon is playing good game, stringing passes, they automatically stop the game. They make a foul. they lie down, they take minutes off. By the time the game restarts again, they have already disrupted the flow of the game. You have to begin building the game again. Those are the filthy tactics that we know the Egyptians as well as the Arabic teams of using. If Senegal can fall prey to that, then they're in trouble.
Okay. I think one dimension which we have to talk about, and I think from previous discussions that we've had, we've noticed that apparently they're watching our show. So going into this game, what tactically will you think the tactical changes that the managers need to make to ensure that they bag this one in 90 minutes? Let's start with Senegal, then we wrap it up with Egypt.
I think for Senegal, they need to just to keep on what they've been doing, because they say if it has not broken, you don't fix it. They were very excellent against Burkina Faso. If they need to win against Egypt, they need to raise or to keep their energy levels high. The same energy that they competed against Burkina Faso. If they can transform that level into this game, that they are able to control the midfield, they are able to dictate the flow of the game, the pace of the game, they are likely to be stronger for the Egyptian side to chew. They will be very strong for them, and also to make use of half chances. The half chances really count, and the second balls, they really need to use them. If they do that, I think they'll be able to make light work out of Egypt. And on the Egyptian side, the mentality is what they need to really work on. Given that Senegal has never won an AFCON. They come into this final as greenhorns. Yes, they are Galacticos. They have many stars in their team. They're playing good game. But in terms of the winning mentality, I think Egypt are well placed. Their mental strength is too high because they've won a final, this final 7 times. When you've won a trophy 7 times, you walk into the field confident, you know, that even if the opponent plays well, but we have the strength to push this game to the final minute, even to the extra minutes, if they have to play the extra 30 minutes. You go into that scenario knowing very well that I'm the top guy here, I'm the senior guy, and I can impose pressure on Senegal.
And I think one thing that probably going into this game that the managers are going to peg their whole tactics is Senegal know they have Sadio Mane, Egypt know they have Mohamed Salah. Do you think that might work against them? Because now everybody knows eyes are now on Mohamed Salah.
It can be a very big mistake to have all your eggs put in one basket of Mohamed Salah, or rather Sadio Mane. When Senegal played Burkina Faso in the semi-finals, until 70th minute, when Senegal made sub to bring in Ismail Sarr, is when Mane was able to play. Or else before that, I was really, Burkina Faso was really strong on him. They never gave him any chance. But we are in a situation where now they have to look at other players in the squad. Who else can bring quality in the team? If Salah is not able to rise up on that day, who else can work or can rise in his position? If Mane cannot shine for Senegal, who is going to do that? In that way, they'll have created other options for the game. But again, for these two big boys, it's now their day to really confirm their prominence, to show their supremacy. Because in these big games, the big players make the difference. The individual brilliance, the quality into the team. Can they create a moment out of nothing for the team? Can they shoulder the team's burdens and bang the trophy? Those are things that really shall play out in this final. And we're going to be here next week again to give you an update of how that final is going to go. Shilenje, we've been here for the past 1 month looking at the AFCON post-match and pre-match analysis. What message do you have for our viewers who've been watching us for the past 1 month? I think we really need to thank them, especially our viewers from Gambia. Gambia,
They've been really big on the comments.
They kept us on toes.
Yeah.
Actually, thanks for watching us. You've really raised the profile of your team. In terms of Gambia, they really supported Gambia, as well as the entire West African nation. They've really been giving us good support. They gave us information where we had some deficiencies. And I think it is just good time that you keep on locked for more sports news, more facts, and in-depth analysis of African football. Yeah.
In case you want more on African football, you can catch all this conversation on Metropole TV Kenya. You can also follow the conversation on my YouTube channel, that is Side Chat with Nation. And also, Shilenje, your channel, what's the name of your channel?
MC Shilenje.
MC Shilenje, all matters of sports, entertainment, and football. Well, that's all the time that we had on AFCON highlights. Thank you so much for watching us for the past 1 month. I do wish you a fantastic day ahead of you.